We're live. Hi. Hello. Right. I've actually managed to get on, which is unbelievable. Defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth. It's Louis in the UK. I'm 57. I'm a lifelong Elvis fan. And together with Team Elvis, we defend Elvis and the bloodline. Now, at the moment, we are massively defending beautiful Lisa Marie Presley, who we miss from the bottom of our hearts. It's quite an emotional day. I don't really know where to start. There's so much to go over, guys. So I haven't properly prepared for this live stream, so I'm just going to wing it. Now, let me just tell everyone we're live. We have a Defending Elvis Presley Facebook 24/7 chat. There's two of them. Let me just tell Michelle, thank you, we're live now. Thank you, we're live now. We're live now. Okay. Let's have a look. So let's just make sure everyone knows. Give you guys a chance to join on. So Linda Cudden. Linda, how are you today? It's been an interesting few days for the Elvis world. Yes, I've got my coffee. Of course. Right, I've got the sun shining in, glaring in at me from all different angles. Seems to be coming from that window, doesn't it? Anyway, I might cover that in a minute, but for now, I want to tell everyone we're live. Hi, Jean. So let's go on to the Defending Elvis Presley Facebook page. If you guys want to join the 24/7 live, please join it. Right, just have a look. We're live, yeah. So I do think we've got a whole hour. If I move over here, let me just see if I can change the angle. Yeah, let's have a look. Change the angle of this without disconnecting myself. Let's push everything over. I don't want that sun glaring in my face, so let's be careful we don't turn everything off. Okay, is that better? Let's have a look. Let me just move this book. Get my seat nice and comfy. Let's get the camera in the right place. Okay, we have the oh no, let's have a look. So I need to be here. Oh, that's just funny. Right, if I'm here. So how are we all going, guys? Maybe if I move this a bit. That's better. Right, so let's work it out, guys. How are we all today? So if I'm here, there's a bit of light. If I'm here, there's no light. Okay, that's good. Okay. So you see that? Right, here. Yes. I think we've done it, guys. We have the technology. What do you reckon? Nah. Right, that'll do. Anyway, of course, we Now, I just wondered, before I'm going to read the second half of the chapter, From Here to the Great Unknown. It's all going on with the Michael Edwards abuse. What do we call it? It's obviously allegations, but my way of responding to the allegations is I completely believe Lisa Marie. 100%. I believe her. 100%. But it's an allegation and it needs to be dealt with by the authorities. So it ain't up to me how this is dealt with. I've already made it clear. I think Riley Keough, who I admire and try to defend and try to protect with Team Elvis, hasn't quite done the right thing yet. She needs to address these allegations against Michael Edwards towards her beautiful mother. You know that's how I feel, guys. Now, what I thought I would do, there's something I wanted to read you, but before I read you it, I thought I would just quickly Google the Michael Edwards thing and just see if there's any other stories, because this time yesterday, none of the big news companies were talking about Michael Edwards and his alleged abuse of Lisa Marie when she was 10. I want to put it in now. I'm going to see if anyone's talking about it. Let's have a look. Let's just see. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. Right. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. Guys, I haven't had a chance to look at this because I've been working on my car because I put diesel in my petrol car, which is dumb. Oh no, look at this. Let's have a look. Oh, it's brilliant. I love this. Right. Let's have a look. We have The Independent. Lisa Marie alleges mother's boyfriend abused her for years as a child. Guys, it's out there. Yes. Yes. Love it. Lisa Marie, your plan to expose the wrongdoing of people, especially Michael Edwards, has been a massive success. And do you know how I know? Bang. Look, guys, exposed. Psh, look, let's go on for more. Guys, come on, look. Yeah, every one of them addressing, exposing, announcing, reporting abuse. Lisa Marie Presley. Right, now what's going to be done about it? What's going to be done about it, guys? Now what we're going to do, well, firstly we need to top the coffee so we can defend Lisa. We defend Lisa together. I want it to be nice and warm. So I hope you've got a good hour, guys, because we are going to go through some of these so-called, no, not so-called, some of Lisa Marie's truths. We're going to go through it and defend. We defend the bloodline. That's what we do. No disrespect to Riley. We love Riley. Right, okay, that's good. That's good. Plenty of coffee. I'm spilling it all. So how is everyone? Okay. So try not to get too emotional. So if I lean here, bring this nearer. Yeah. If I bring the table further back, won't have so much sun in my face. Have a look. The sun is right. Okay. Come on, guys. Let's get rid of the sun. Right. How is everyone? Okay. Have you all been going through all the different social media channels, gathering information so we can defend Lisa Marie Presley? Obviously, it's everywhere now. This is massive. What is happening because of the release of this amazing book, which is already a bestseller, From Here to the Great Unknown, Lisa's book, not Riley's book, Lisa's book. But in my opinion, no offense to Riley, the things that matter in this book are Lisa's words. Now, I'm still learning, but I've started to learn that this is where I got mixed up yesterday, that the words that Lisa said, right, here we go. Lisa Marie's voice will be in this font. See? Riley's voice will be in the front. Riley's voice will be in this font. Well, there's a missing font there, so I don't know. Could that be a misprint? Right, so at least I know that the double font, yeah, is Lisa Marie's. Yeah, let's jump forward. Priscilla is blocking everyone. I'm not surprised. She's in trouble, isn't she, guys? Right, let me just go through. So here we go. Look, double font is Lisa Marie. So no. So does that mean that no font? Let me just keep going, because I did get this mixed up, guys, didn't I? Yesterday, I got confused who was talking. Right, let's try and find where Riley speaks. I got a feeling with Riley, it has different. Yeah, it has. Right, here we go. So Riley's voice, I think, has no font. Is that right? Do any of you guys know this? Let me go forward a bit. Let's find it when the lettering changes color. Now we're going to read this. We're also going to try and find some clips. Yeah, to me, when Riley talks, there's no font. When Lisa talks, there's a double font. Does that sound right to you? Okay, but I'm not going to read that yet, because we need to talk more about Michael Edwards. I might have to read that on the next live. Let's have a look. So Jane, I tend to follow to just read the 24/7 chats, but I am following you when time allows. Hi Jane. Elaine, how's Elaine? Michelle, have you finished work? Are you allowed to join us? So Pat says Priscilla is blocking everyone. Can I ask you, Pat, how do you know that? How do you know? What have you seen? Let's have a look. Fans that were Priscilla fans are no longer now what she did to. Yeah, no. The fans that were Priscilla fans are no longer now what she did to Lisa. I hope so. Now, I welcome Priscilla fans so that we can convert them. Priscilla fans, I've got nothing against you. Surely this book has now made you understand that Priscilla has done wrong towards her beautiful daughter. Now, I know that many things in this book, yeah, show a good friendship between Priscilla and Lisa. I haven't got to that yet. I had a few people message me saying, look, there are some good things about Priscilla and Lisa. You know, they went through good times. Yeah, okay, I accept that. But it doesn't cancel out the bad things. I don't care if there's 10 chapters in this book praising Priscilla and how close she was with Lisa. I only need 10 words to cancel all that out. Michael Edwards abused Lisa Marie when she was a child. Yeah? Are we 10 words yet? And masturbated during talking to her. Hello? That's all I need. I don't care how many good things are in this book about Priscilla and Lisa. I do not care. I care about abuse, sexual abuse of a minor, allegedly, for entertainment purposes, guys. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes. Okay. Right, what are we doing? Right, have you all got yourselves a coffee and a tea? Got my son Giovanni behind me, who I keep saying is 15, but he's actually 14. When are you 15, Gio? February, he's 15. Right, okay. Right, let's have a look. A lot of what is in her book was that she loved her father and wants him back. Your time is up, Priscilla Bueller and Michael Edwards. There is no coming back from the TikTok boom. I tell you what, this is a life-changing week. This week, this book, lovely Lisa Marie, is still talking to us in her own words, by the way. You can listen to her beautiful voice on audio audiobooks. This is changing everything. It's going to be very difficult for Priscilla fans to hide from the truth. A neglecting mother, a neglectful mother. She even says that Priscilla put her career first. Didn't she say that? I was left with Michael Edwards. Yeah? Michael Edwards was like another father to her, an abusive father, but another father, whilst Priscilla went off and pursued her career, her boyfriends. Yeah? Traveling. It's all very clear. Oh, I felt that no one could love me. I felt unattractive. Lisa's words. I felt unwanted by my own mother. I felt like my mother didn't want me. Yeah? That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. Anything else, yeah? Like, someone messaged me today saying, oh, do you realize that Priscilla and Lisa went through periods and got on very well, and that Priscilla still loved, Lisa Marie still loved Priscilla, her mother. Well, yeah, of course, it's her mother. It's blood. Are we going to admit to this, guys? Even though our parents make mistakes, sometimes very serious mistakes, we still love them, don't we? We still love our parents, yeah? I have a very complicated relationship with my father when he was alive. And some people would call it abuse. I still love my dad. No matter what me and my dad went through when I was a very small child, you still love your parents, don't you? So the person that messaged me today, no offense, I really like you, but the person that messaged me today trying to tell me that Priscilla and Lisa had times when they were close and got on well, I don't care. I don't care. Abuse. Lisa was abused, allegedly, for entertainment purposes, our opinions. And nothing I read, I think there's 9 chapters in this book. I don't care if 5 of the chapters in this book say that Priscilla and Lisa got on well. I don't care. I have read enough in the first 2 chapters to be disgusted with Priscilla Presley's behavior. Priscilla Presley needs to come out of the woodwork and admit wrongdoing and apologize, and she may even be legally responsible for the treatment of her daughter as a minor between the ages of 10 and 16 by her boyfriend, who was a cokehead, allegedly was taking coke, allegedly, with Priscilla, and had a drink problem and was partying constantly together, Michael and Priscilla, through the years of being a mother towards Lisa. Yeah, after Elvis died, Priscilla was the parent responsible for Lisa's safety, well-being. Yeah, your time has come, and I don't say it in a hateful way. I ain't hateful. This isn't hate. We're going to do the right thing here. We're going to expose the truth on behalf of Lisa, because Lisa can't do it for herself, even though she sort of has. Do you know what? When I say Lisa can't do it for herself, she blooming has, because she's put it in her audio tapes, and she's asked her daughter Riley. She's asked her daughter Riley to help finish this book, because it's obvious that Lisa wanted the public to know what happened. Lisa wanted the public to find out about the wrongdoing of Priscilla and of Michael Edwards, because they're responsible, aren't they? They're both responsible, even though allegedly Michael Edwards is the so-called alleged pervert. Priscilla was in charge, so she has to take responsibility. She has to own it. Hands up, I'm caught. Hands up, you got me. Michael Edwards, Priscilla, allegedly. Okay, right. So what I wanted to do, I'm going to read some of these articles. I don't think I'm going to have time to read the second half of chapter 1. I think I might have to put that on hold. So I hope everyone is well. Right. Let's have a look. Let me just read your comments. I've had to order the book. Very fishy, neglect, unacceptable. It's a disgrace. So then we have Lisa was loving like her father, and all she wanted was for her mother to love her and return her love, but she never got it. All she got was her mother enabling her lover to sexually abuse her for 4 years. Could have been longer, Elaine. Could have been longer. Right, let me just check a few of your comments. Natalie says, why was the sexual abuse taken out, Misha? Now, what it is, we have found out, thanks to, let me just think the name of the subscriber. We have found out, thanks to, let me get the right name, Thea Pavlou, a fellow Greek Cypriot, that in certain countries, page 85 and 86 are not there. So some of these sexual abuse allegations are not in some of your books. Now, I might, do you know what? I might have to play it. I'm going to play it. I've already played it in part 1, but I'm going to play it because I think it's too important. What I'm going to play you now, I'm going to play it to you now. Guys, you guys are sending me some amazing comments all day. Hundreds of comments. I hope you enjoyed the last live stream. I know I got a little bit upset and a bit angry. I want to play it again this bit. I'm going to see who posted it to me. Let's have a look. Where is it? Come on, where is it? Is that it? Right, I think, right, I got it. It's only 2 minutes long. I need to play it. I think this bit I play now are the 2 pages that are missing. It's been on our 24/7 chat. I just think it's important that we play it. I hate listening to it, but we have to listen to it. Now, this is Julia Roberts. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hi, Elvis Presley. Hi, all the people joining us now. A special welcome. This is Team Elvis. Whilst we play this, I'm going to try and read some of your comments.
The first time Edwards came into my room in the middle of the night, drunk, kneeling, was years before. I think I was 10. I woke up to find him on his knees next to my bed, running his finger up my leg under the sheets. And if I moved, he stopped. So I moved. I was awake, but I was trying to be asleep. He said he was going to teach me what was going to happen when I get older. He was putting his hand on my chest and saying, a man's going to touch here. Then he put his hand between my legs and he said, they're going to touch you here. I think he gently kissed me and then left that night. I told my mom in the car the next day, and I watched her slam her foot down on the gas. At home, I ran to my room, and she flew into her room and slammed the door. Eventually, she called me in and said that Edwards wanted to apologize. Edwards was sitting on their bed looking very sullen and sulky. He said, I'm so sorry, but in Europe, that's how they teach the kids, so that's what I was doing. I didn't know what to say. I would always feel bad for him when he apologized. Eventually, it became that he would touch me and spank me, telling me not to look. Don't look at me, he'd say. Don't turn your head. I assume he was jerking off. He wouldn't be mad at me. He did it very calmly, just sitting in a chair, whacking my ass. My butt would be black, blue, orange, green. It was kind of the same drill every time. He'd come in the room, do what he did. Once I showed my mom my butt and she said, well, what did you do to cause that? As if he had just given me a spanking for misbehavior. And then she'd go scream at him. He'd say, oh, I was drunk, or She was actually flirting with me. And then she would make him come in and apologize. I would feel bad and forgive him. I was 11, 12, 13. He'd still come into my room now and then, but I would move or do something to make him think that I was waking up. Then he'd run down the hallway back to my mom's room, freak out, and stay away. At this point in my life, my mom was trying to have a career. She was trying to be a model and an actor.
Do you know what? Every time I listen to it, I want to cry. I think Natalie said he was drunk off his arse and acted like a complete fool. What is your point, Natalie? I don't care how drunk he was. What difference does it make? I don't really see your point. No offense, but who cares if he was drunk? Right. He definitely is. Sick is a nice word for him. Elaine, you're always ladylike, especially when you do your karate. Right. Right. It's okay. Running joke between me and Elaine. Okay. Now I'm going to start reading some of these things, but I just thought before I read, I thought what we could do is, let's catch up here. I thought what we could do is just see if there's any new videos being posted. Oh, I just had a massive long message from Cherie. Cherie, are you on? Right, okay. So we're going to go to YouTube. We're going to see if there's any new videos about the Michael Edwards. So Michael Edwards, let's put it in, see if there's any new. I think Amy had told me that Elvis Lass had put something in there, so I know that Rare Elvis Photos has done something about it. I might just play a couple of clips. Now, Rare Elvis Photos.
All right, Rare Elvis Photos, I got some requests to see if we can do From Here to the Great Unknown to look into the 2017 as well, without any further ado. My mom was going to put me back in the Apple school, but for a specific reason, apologized. Eventually, it became that he would touch me and was doing. I didn't know.
Right.
Edward was sitting.
I hope you don't mind. I'm only going to play about 30 seconds of this. This is Rare Elvis Photos. I'll just play a few seconds of it. I recommend you go over and subscribe to Rare Elvis Photos. He's definitely a defending Elvis Presley person, and he's been very kind with us. He bought me a coffee the other day, so thanks for buying me a coffee, Rare Elvis Photos. I'll just play a little bit of it.
Then he put his hand between my legs, and he said, "They're going to touch you here." I think he gently kissed me and then left that night. I told my mom in the car the next day, and I watched her slam her foot down on the gas. At home, I ran into my room, and she flew into her room and slammed the door. Eventually, she called me in and said that Edwards wanted to apologize. Edwards was sitting on the bed, looking very sullen and sulky. He said, "I'm so sorry, but in Europe, that's how they teach the kids." So that's what I was doing. I didn't know what.
But in Europe, that's what they teach the kids. It's like, come on, so ridiculous. Elaine, just so you know, yes, my book does have page 85 and 86 in it that describes the sexual abuse. My book does have it. Some of your books doesn't have it, yeah? But mine does have it, page 85 and 86. It is in there. Right, okay. So Priscilla started dating Edwards in 1977. The same year, her ex-husband Elvis died after they called it quits in 1984. Now, I think Michael Edwards was 36 when this was going on. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. Now we're going to play a bit. I think I'll play a bit of Elvis Lass. I hope only a little bit. I'm not going to rip off people's videos. I hope she doesn't mind. Elvis Lass, I'm only going to play a short bit. I'm not going to steal your video. I think Elvis Lass. Oh, thank you, Michelle. You're too kind. Thank you for the coffee. So it's, do you know what? It's so nice when you guys get me a coffee. I love that. Thank you. You send me a super thanks. Thank you so much. Right, now listen. I'm going to play a bit of this. Now, Elvis Lass, I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to rip off your videos. Please go over and subscribe to Elvis Lass. She's talking about the cover-up.
Reading it out from the book.
Right.
Sexual abuse of Lisa.
Right.
Karen.
Now, I will say this, guys. At the moment, I am concerned that Riley is not being asked the correct questions. I believe that Lisa Marie Presley wanted this information out. I think she wanted Riley to help her release the wrongdoing of Michael Edwards and of Priscilla and other people that might be mentioned in this book later. She wanted the world to know. She wanted the Elvis fans to know. She wanted to defend her father, because part of this book is defending her father. This book shows, and we knew anyway, what a beautiful, lovely man Elvis was, doesn't it? Yeah, it shows. In fact, someone sent me a brilliant little clip. I might read it to you in a minute. We've got a lot to go through, guys. So I'm going to play a bit of this.
Me, Joe went and looked at her book. I went and looked at my book. And yeah, it's been omitted. So
what it is, let me just rewind it. Hang on.
The USA.
Hang on. So this is about the 2 pages that are missing in some people's books, okay? I think.
From Here to the Great Unknown by Lisa Marie and Riley Keough. And this is the UK book. But Karen had listened to a YouTube video where it had been reading out aloud from the USA book. And there was a discrepancy and something had been omitted from the UK book. So Karen mailed me, Joe went and looked in her book, I went and looked in my book, and yeah, it's been omitted. So what we're talking about is the sexual abuse of Lisa Marie Presley. If you are triggered by anything of talk about sexual abuse, please leave the video now. So there are 2 parts of sexual abuse by Michael Edwards to Lisa Marie Presley when she was around 12, the age of 12. And Priscilla was with Michael Edwards for about 6 years, it says in the book. So I think Lisa says it's between 12, 13 that it kept reoccurring. But in the audio, you hear everything. In the audio, I heard it. So the first act of abuse was touching along the leg, her breasts, intimate parts of her body, and with explanations of this is how it would be.
Really upsetting, guys.
Etc.
Imagine if that was your daughter.
She told Priscilla. And then the second act of abuse.
Thanks, Linda.
Was spanking while he was doing something.
Spanking, what is that?
Outside of the room. Which is just, makes me so angry. Again, she told Priscilla, and nothing was done. And actually, on the second one, Priscilla said,
why did Priscilla do nothing? Why?
To deserve it. Now,
let me just pause it. Now, do you know what bothers me? She told Priscilla, and Priscilla basically fobbed it off. Priscilla could have prevented this from carrying on. This went on for years. So Priscilla has to be held accountable and responsible for not intervening. She should have had him down the road. He should have been out the door. Damage has been done here by Priscilla because she didn't stop him. Salvatore, if in Riley's defense, she put it out there already, what else do you want her to do? You're making it sound like Riley should do more. Love the channel. I'm glad you love the channel, Salvatore. You're very welcome. I respect all people's views, but I don't agree with that comment. That comment is so wrong on so many levels. I'll tell you what Riley needs to do. And I have a massive high regard for Riley. We defend Riley. We defend the bloodline as Elvis fans. We know it's none of our business, but we make it our business. I'll tell you what I wanted to do. I want her to make sure that when they're giving the list of questions that they're going to ask in these interviews that she's doing, about 5 a day at the moment, because this book is a massive bestseller. It's a hot potato and everyone wants to talk about it. Every news company wants to talk about this massive bestseller. I want Riley to include in the questioning, is it true Michael Edwards abused your mother? Let me get it right. Is it true that Michael Edwards abused Lisa Marie for years and your mother found out? That's what I want Riley to do. I completely understand that we are defensive, protective of Riley. I get it. Riley Keough, she's gone through a terrible time. Horrible. She's lost her mum. She lost her brother. She's had a whole whirlwind of things happening. Yeah, the Graceland scammer, Lisa Marie's potential lawsuit, and Lisa Marie disagreeing with, Priscilla disagreeing with her mum's wishes, the daughter's wishes for Riley and Finley and Harper to obviously take over everything. They've been through hell, guys. They're still going through hell. Even this book is a massive undertaking for the whole family, for Riley, for the twins. This affects a lot of people. But Riley is making, if Riley is going to go through the questioning on these different chat shows, do you know what? I'm going to play you one. If Riley is going to go through questioning on these different chat shows and avoid, as Shauna puts it, the elephant in the room, Shauna from Tenderly Loving Elvis, we got a problem. We got a problem. So my answer to you, my friend, I'm so glad you're a fan of our Defending Elvis Presley channel. But yeah, Riley needs to do more. Riley needs to do more. And I don't mean that horribly, because I 100% with Team Elvis, with the Elvis fans, I want to defend Riley, but she's going to do the right thing. Right, let me just play something for you. Hang on a minute. I'm going to play you one of my videos, actually. I don't really like taking other people's videos. Now, let's see if I can get it up. Now, I did a video of an interview that has been aired around the world. Yeah. It's had quite a few views. It's had like nearly 7,000 views. Now, I'm going to play it for you guys. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you, when you're listening to this, I want you to see, does Riley defend her mother? Does she bring up the allegations of her mother being abused by Michael Edwards? Now, this interview, I watched 5 different versions of this interview. The exact same questions. Remember, Riley at the moment is hopping from different interviews, different big channels in America. Eventually, she's coming to England. Now, if Riley is only going to allow the interviewers to ask certain questions, or it may not be Riley's fault, it may be these big companies are being told they can only ask certain questions by who knows who, then we got a problem. Now, it does look to me today like all of the news companies are now grabbing the Michael Edwards story and running with it, and we're going to read them out, yeah? I want to play this, and then we're going to start reading out these different things that are now being announced through all of the world press, on social media, everywhere. Now, please listen to this and see that something is wrong. Something is wrong, that the questions have not been asked. Now, we know now that Michael Edwards has made an announcement that he's denying everything. And I think we've probably got to play that again because it's too important. We also know that Priscilla is now blocking all messages. The whole world, the fans, even normal, like non-fans, are demanding answers. Yeah? Okay, let's play it. Now, the point of me playing this is to show you that everything is being wiped over, washed over, slid under the carpet. There's a cover up. Okay, guys, let's listen to it together. Hi, guys. I just watched this brilliant little interview with Riley and Oprah on CBS News special. Check it out. Check us out on Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth.
We are so excited that Oprah, there's only one, as in Winfrey's here to reveal her newest book club selection. Only on CBS Mornings. We love when that happens. I'm going to say it again. Only on CBS this mornings. Oprah is here with the author to tell us what she's chosen. So, Oprah, you start.
It's called From Here to the Great Unknown by Lisa Marie Presley and her daughter, Riley Keough.
In the memoir, the late Lisa Marie Presley tells her life story for the very first time. She died last year, as we know, before finishing the memoir. So her daughter, Riley Keough, completed the book. It includes stories from Presley about growing up in Graceland, grieving the death of her father, that, of course, was Elvis Presley, and motherhood. Emmy-nominated actor and now author Riley Keough is with us, along with Oprah. Congratulations, Riley, because I'm predicting, I'm going to go out on a limb and say bestseller on the way. Bestseller.
I hope so.
Well, what's it like, though, before we get started, to hear the word author in front of your name?
It's unexpected.
Is
it? It's definitely not something I thought would happen, but here we are.
Now, you did this because your mom asked you. She was writing her memoir, and she said, "I would like you to help me. For you to help me finish it." But what's so interesting to me is that it's you and your mom together, but you have your mom's tapes.
Yes.
Your mom taped a whole lot of stories about her life.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering what that was like for you to hear the tapes. And I asked that because when my mom died, I would just listen to her voice on the answering machine, and I found that hard.
Yeah.
So, but your mom is talking in great detail, the good, the bad, the ugly, warts and all. Yeah. What was it like for you to hear her voice telling those stories?
Well, the first time that I played the tapes was incredibly emotional.
I bet.
And then once I was sort of used to it, it really depended on what she was talking about. Some of the tapes are really funny. Some of them are really touching. So it was a wild, ride of emotions.
Oh, I'd never seen a book like this where you have Lisa Marie, literally her voice, and you said, I did it verbatim, and then Riley weighs in. What made you pick this book of all the books you could?
Well, I was friends with Lisa Marie. We called ourselves cousins because
you have Presley in your family.
Yes, yeah. My grandmother's side of the family and mother's side of the family is we're all Presleys, and so from the very first time we met, we were like, I think you might be related. You might be my 55th cousin.
Yeah.
And so we became friends. She's the one person who introduced me to truffle salt.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Did she?
That's an
yes, she sent me this. It's an important introduction. And over the years, just became, friends. I remember when I was telling Riley that once her mom came to my house and she was like, I think I was followed. And I go, next time you think you're followed, don't turn in this kid.
Keep on going.
Keep going.
Right. That's right. Yes. But guys, it was a complicated life your mom had. I mean, my heart went out to her because she seemed to be living the dream life as Elvis Presley's daughter living in Graceland. It just seemed like a princess. But her life was very complicated.
Yeah. I think that it's interesting because I think that reading the book, it does feel like a tragedy. But I think that it's really important for me to remember that there was so much joy and love and just wonderful times in our lives. And I think that she had experienced a lot of loss very early on in her life. And I think a lot of her life was dictated by that and by grief. So it was definitely complicated, but within that, there was so much, love. as well.
As you started to listen to those tapes and prepare and really excavate who your
Right, hang on, let me just pause this a minute.
What's one of your favorite stories?
Now, I just want you guys to know what I'm trying to do here. Let me just get it back a bit. Now, remember what we're trying to do here. This is what I'm trying to show you guys. These interviews, they're all very pretty. They're all very cute. Everyone is very smart. Riley is beautiful. They're all cute, talking about Lisa and her life with Elvis, and Riley, her childhood with her mother, Lisa. All very cute. Lisa didn't write this book just to show all the cuteness that happened in her life. I do think it was important for Lisa to show that she had a beautiful, close, loving relationship with her father, her daughter, the twins, even some of it with Priscilla. I understand that. That's not what these are things that we can chat about at another time. We want the serious allegations of wrongdoing, abuse, a predator against her mother, Riley's mother, to be exposed. And we want Riley, her daughter, to do it. And now we're going to watch this nice wishy-washy interview, and you are not going to hear anything that defends her. Okay, she'll try and explain the fact that Benjamin, the way that Lisa grieved over Benjamin, obviously before he got buried, that he was kept in a casket for I'm not sure how many weeks. I don't see anything wrong with that. She wanted to be close to Benjamin before he got buried. Nothing wrong with that. Let's keep listening, guys. Now, I want Riley to start defending her mother properly. I want her to accuse Michael Edwards of abuse. This is what I want, guys. This is what we want. We, the fans, want.
You know, love.
As
well.
As you started to listen to those tapes and prepare and really excavate who your mother was, what's one of your favorite stories that you found out about her that you maybe didn't know?
I think I really love all of in the beginning of the book, there's a lot of stories about her running around Graceland and just kind of being wild. And she was
a terror.
She was a terror. And I think
on a golf cart.
On the golf cart and just like firing people and just kind of, she was a little bit of a terror, but I think I found
firing people at 4 years old. Yes.
I think I really enjoy reading that and listening to that because it makes me laugh and it was very funny.
So Oprah, you make this selection and it's in a way an easy one because the legacy of Elvis is so huge in this country. People are so hungry for more, they want to learn more. Why do you think he continues to fascinate and the family continues to fascinate all these years later?
I think because he made such an impression on people's hearts. I mean, we did a special together that's going to air tonight on CBS, and we were at Graceland, and there are like thousands of people still coming every day. Every day, people are pushing people in wheelchairs. People are crying on the sidewalk still every day because of what his music meant to them, because of what his life story has meant to them. And I think that what is so moving to me is that this was the place where Lisa Marie, her mom, felt most at home and would go there often still and stay in his bedroom, in his bed. Yeah, play his
right, okay. Right, enough of that. Right. Now, guys, not all of you are going to agree with my opinions. I am a strong-minded person. I'm a very loud person. Yeah, if I think something, I'm saying it whether people agree with me or not. And I want to just make a comment, something I've just seen. Now, I want to be respectful. Now, there's over 50 people watching us now. This is a very interesting, serious topic. And we are going to address the elephant in the room, as Shauna calls it. Now, Chilling in Canada has just said the child of a victim of sexual abuse should not be pressured to discuss the topic. Michelle, no offense to Michelle or Chilling in Canada, Michelle, you can say, let me just get it. Sorry, it just moved up. I'm inclined to agree with you, Tilling. It's a hard call, right? I get it. I get what you're saying. Right. Now, no offense. I completely disagree with you. I know your point. Riley shouldn't be forced to speak about the sexual abuse of her mother. Her mother was molested. Allegations might not be true. For entertainment purposes, just our opinions. I believe Lisa. I 100% believe Lisa Marie. What she says, I believe. She had no reason to lie. She has no reason to make these things up. None at all. Why? She knew her daughter was going to make that book. She knew that the twins would read it. She said it because it's true. Yeah? Now, you've just said Tilling in Canada. I'm trying to say this respectfully, yeah? She shouldn't be pressured to talk about it. Michelle. Now remember, Michelle, this morning you also said that you didn't think it was fair that people were sending messages onto Michael Edwards' Facebook because they're angry, yeah, at Michael Edwards. So you had obviously Elvis fans, maybe even non-Elvis fans, going over to Michael Edwards' Facebook, and they were angry with him and probably saying some quite atrocious things to him, which he deserves because he's abused Lisa Marie when she was between the ages of, 10 and 15, or was it 12 and 15? Does it make any difference what the age is? Now, I'm telling you now, this is only my opinion. I am a fan at home. Louis at home in his kitchen, yeah? I'm nothing special. I don't have qualifications to do this. I'm not an expert. I'm not a researcher. I am a fan. Now, there's a long story, but I owe Elvis everything. It's quite upsetting. I had a difficult time in my childhood, and Elvis got me out of it. Elvis saved my life, put me on the right road. It's a long story. This isn't about me. Now, if Riley Keough, who I do admire, is not going to defend her mother when her mother is dead in the ground, her mother still not cold in her grave. I love Lisa Marie. We grew up with Lisa. We grew up together. I am more or less the same age as Lisa. We grew up together. Lisa to me is like a sister, a cousin. Now, I'll tell you now, if I passed away, if I died and something bad happened to me and my own kids, adult children, didn't defend me, I'll be gutted. Yeah, I want to be defended when I'm dead. If something bad happened to me when I was alive and then I died and my kids who are in their 30s defended me, I'd be proud. I'd be glad. I'd want it to happen. Now, I'm going to answer your question, Tilling in Canada. I'm going to also address Michelle's comment where she is inclined to agree, and I respect both of you. Yeah, Riley's going to defend her mum because her mum's dead. Her mum is dead. If Riley doesn't defend her mum, who's going to defend her? Of course her daughter is going to defend her. Now, this is what should have happened, right, in my opinion. Okay? Right. Sorry. I want to do this in a friendly, respectful way. I am upset, right? But this is what should have happened. When Riley found out that her mother had been abused from those audio tapes, Riley had to sit there and listen to these audio tapes. Her mother on these tapes saying, when I was 10, 12, he would be drunk, coked up on cocaine, whatever it was, after a party. He would come into my bedroom and rub my legs and spank me and touch me in my private parts and then tell me it's okay because this is what grown-ups do. If I was Riley and I read that, I would have gone straight to the police then and there. Then and there. That's what a kid does for his parent. That's what Riley does for her mum. Yeah? Would any one of you, if you had heard your dead parent was abused as a 10-year-old girl, and you heard it from your mother's own words, yeah? A tape, Lisa Marie has taped it. I was touched up when I was 10 by Michael Edwards. He spanked me until I was black and blue bruised. What are you going to do? I say this to you. Chilling in Canada. Michelle, no offense. What are you going to do when you found out that your parents were abused? And then they say it to you on a tape as their last dying words, more or less. They're exposing the lie to you. They're letting you know the dark secret. The whole world doesn't know. The whole world didn't know the level of abuse that had gone on from Michael to poor Lisa Marie when she was a small child. He was 36. So yeah, it's going to be awkward, Riley. It's going to be awkward to talk about the fact that your mum was abused by a 36-year-old man when she was 10 for 4 years. And yeah, there is pressure for Riley to go on mainstream TV and news programs. This is Riley's opportunity to go on these massive platforms, news platforms, and defend her mother and put things right, to get the people that abused her mother punished. I know it's allegations. For entertainment purposes, I have to say this. Just my opinion. Yeah, she should be on those news platforms shouting at the top of her voice. She should be crying and screaming and shouting and upset that her mother was touched up when she was 10 for 4 years by her grandmother's boyfriend. Yeah. Too right, it's going to be awkward, Riley, but you're going to have to do it. Now, Oprah Winfrey is sat there all happy. Oh, yes. And she promotes her program. Oh, yes. It's going to be aired on CBS News, promoting herself, promoting her program. Oh, Oprah and Riley are going to do a real cozy little sit together and talk about all the nice, cute times. Come on. Try and see where I'm coming from, guys. On a beautiful sofa. Let's see the picture. A beautiful, I'm going to show you the picture. Look at this. Look at that. Look how they're all sat nice and comfy. Isn't that pretty? Oprah and Riley in the interview is all dressed to the hilt, all chatting about poor Lisa Marie, how she had fun with her daddy upstairs in Graceland. Not one of them defending her. Not one of them defending Lisa Marie, that she'd been abused for 4 years. Oh, let's find the interview. Come on. Remember, there's a lot of money changing hands here, guys. Image. Let's do it. Come on, guys. If we're going to talk Turkey, if we're going to try and defend Riley, yeah? Oh, poor Riley. She's pressing into defending her mother. Oh, I agree. Come on. I'm going to be straight with you guys. Oh, isn't that pretty? Isn't that cute? Oh, look at them all dressed in white. Yeah. Good old Oprah Winfrey, the billionaire, getting her headline-grabbing, worldwide successful interview with Riley Keough, the most famous granddaughter in the world. Wow, that's so cute. And we can talk about all the good times that we had with Elvis upstairs, and we used to go and play in Graceland. It's all very cute. No. What Riley should have been doing is shouting from the rooftops to defend her mother, Lisa. What Oprah should have been doing, yeah, this is an important bit with Oprah. When Oprah found out that Lisa Marie, her friend, do we agree that Oprah and Lisa Marie were friends? Oprah has done many interviews with Lisa Marie. They even went to Graceland's, around all the rooms. They even had dinner at Graceland's. Oprah and Lisa Marie were friends. Now, when Oprah found out, I'm gonna get upset. I'm sorry. When Oprah found out that her friend Lisa Marie was touched up by Michael Edwards' allegation, Oprah should have gone crazy. She should have made it the most important topic of the interview to defend Lisa, her friend. Now remember, Oprah has listened to Lisa's tapes. Oprah has listened to Lisa's tapes. From her own words, she has heard Lisa say, my fake dad, who I lived with for 7 years, my mother, Priscilla's boyfriend, a cokehead, a drunk. My mother was also taking coke and drinking, and they were partying and they were putting their careers first. Oprah knows that her friend Lisa was touched up, abused, and spanked for 4 years when she was a child by a 36-year-old man. Yeah, of course Oprah should be asking the right questions. That should have been the headline news. Not trying to belittle Lisa and go, oh, Lisa had a dead body in her room with her for 7 weeks. That's a bit weird. The most headline-grabbing part of that interview was them trying to make it come across odd that Benjamin, God rest his soul, was in the house with her in dry ice because Lisa wasn't sure where to bury him, so she wanted to be close to him because she didn't like the thought of him being in a morgue for 3 weeks. Because they were trying to make decisions on what to do with the body because they didn't know exactly what was going to happen, where he was going to be buried. So Lisa Marie wanted her son close to her, and instead of being sat in some dark room in the middle of nowhere in some morgue, so she wanted Benjamin close. Of course she did. Nothing wrong with that. And that is the biggest story that comes out of the interview on Oprah and Riley's massive worldwide phenomenon on CBS. Whoa, Oprah is even more famous. Sorry, it's not good enough. Yeah, and we have Riley going around the world, promoting the book, making sure this is a worldwide bestseller, and it will be. This is going to be one of the best-selling books ever. Yeah, Riley's going to do really well from this book. Now, my point is this. This is Riley's opportunity to defend her mother, to protect her mother. Yes, it's going to be awkward. Yes, there's going to be legal ramifications. Yes, there's threat of a possible lawsuit. Yes, it's difficult. It's going to be difficult defending Lisa. But what do you think? What do you think that Lisa wanted? Why do you think, and I say this to Chilling in Canada and Misha, why do you think Lisa Marie put it in the book? Why? Lisa wanted the world to know. She wanted Riley to defend her. I'm telling you, it's so obvious. It's common sense to me. Lisa put it on the tapes. She asks Riley to help her finish the book. Lisa wanted Riley to do the right thing. And the right thing for Riley to do is to defend Lisa, to punish, to get the people that did wrong to her punished by the legal system, to expose the wrongdoer. Because at the very least, if it's impossible to prosecute Michael Edwards, because this happened 40 odd years ago, at the very least, he should be shamed. At the very least, if it's true, these are allegations. This is just opinions for entertainment purposes. That's our show. Now, I don't want to offend you, but anybody telling me that Riley should not be talking about her mother's sexual abuse from a 36-year-old man when she was between the ages of 10 and 16, I don't agree with you. I do not agree with you. Anybody telling me that because parts of this book shows a good friendship between Priscilla and Lisa, I don't care. I do not care. There is abuse. Abuse. That's what the news people should be talking about. That's why, in my opinion, Lisa Marie wanted Riley to help her. But yes, there's many other reasons. I'm not saying that it's just about the abuse. I'm not saying that. I know we need to also talk about all the good stuff. I accept that fully. And I'm going to, and I want to. But we need to get the abuse sorted. That needs to be headline news. And I think it is. I think it is. I haven't had a chance to watch all these things yet. Now, I'm going to play you one more interview that I did last night. Yeah? Let me just find it, okay? Now, this is a very soft interview. Okay, let me just make sure it's on my... And I recorded this on purpose because, again, it's a washover. Now, let me just see if I can find it. Let me just find it, guys. I hope it's on here. It is. She did a late night interview. Yeah, Riley did a late night interview. It was the last interview of the day. It was on a late night American TV chat show. Let's just see if it's here. No. Okay, we might have to play that one if I can't find it. Let's have a look. I specifically recorded it. Let's just see if it comes up on YouTube. Yeah. I'll just see if it comes up. Do any of you know the name of the late night guy that did the interview with Riley? Is this it?
To be emotional no
yes.
matter what.
Now, I'm going to play it. Whilst I play it, I'm going to read your comments. Okay? Now, I just want, if I've upset anyone, I apologize. Michelle, chilling in Canada, I don't mean to upset you, but I just completely disagree with you. I'm so sorry. Right. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this now for you, okay? Now, there's 57 of you watching. I just want you to know, I'm trying to show you that the way that Riley is acting in these interviews in no way defends Lisa Marie, in no way brings the sexual abuse to the front to be dealt with by the authorities, the alleged sexual abuse. Yeah? For entertainment purposes, guys. our opinions. Now, you watch this interview. I watched this, and it really bugged me. And do you know why it annoyed me? Because no one's talking about the abuse, not just from Michael Edwards, but also from the fact that Priscilla stood back and allowed it to happen. She may not have wanted it to happen, but she allowed it to carry on because Lisa had already told her about it. Right. I think my wife's home, so I might have to play this and go and come back and do another part.
Fashion show.
I did.
And but on like a swing.
Yep.
Like above a crowd.
Yep.
How did they get you up there?
Well, they gave me a harness and I clipped myself in and they raised it up.
Now, I wouldn't be able to do anything other than like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. But you also had to sing.
Yes.
So you were singing in a birdcage on a swing.
Yeah.
In France.
In France. In a cape. You know what? We rehearsed so many times that by the time we did it, it was pretty.
Oh, that's
like
good.
I felt very comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you're in Mad Max, so you've done stuntier things.
I've done some harness stuff. Yeah.
It's not your first harness.
That's right. It's not my first harness.
You also did an interview with Oprah, which aired last night.
Yeah.
And you know, the best maybe who to ever do interviewing Oprah. But
the second best.
Oh, thank you very much. Wait, I'm assuming.
Of course.
It'd be so funny if you were like, Kimmel?
No.
Oprah?
You're my favorite.
Oh,
I don't see any other interviews.
Thank you very much.
You know, this is my fifth today, but.
Okay, you're fifth. So you're like slap that. You've lost your mind.
I've lost my mind. But you know what? This feels like somewhere I can come and relax.
Yeah, just it's the end of the day. It's on so no one's awake. Like if you have any stress about like who's watching, it's the people in this room.
I was curious about that.
Falling asleep.
Certainly not me. I missed my own Oprah special last night.
You couldn't even stay up for that. Well, that's all right. I get it. It's exhausting, but like is
sort of voices, I guess. And can you help me? And you know, she said, you know me more than anyone else knows me, and would you help me finish it? And I said yes, but I wasn't really thinking, you know, much of it. And then she passed away like a month later.
And so obviously you had this giant responsibility.
Yeah.
She did record a ton of tapes.
Yes.
Where she was telling her stories. What was it? I mean, I can only imagine how, you know, listening to a parent telling stories on tape would be emotional no matter what, that after they recently passed away. How was that?
It was incredibly emotional. But then there were times where, well, you know, at first it was difficult. And then once I was hours into it, it kind of just became a different thing. And there's really funny stories in there as well. So it was kind of, you know, it was all of the emotions.
Was she sort of the kind of parent who shared her life with you? Were you hearing things for the first time, or had you heard a lot of these stories over the years?
No, it's funny. I've been asked that, and there wasn't really anything in there that I hadn't heard. I don't know what that, you know, says about the boundaries of our relationship, but it was. I knew every story in the book, but I didn't know the details. So it wasn't like all the time. There were some nights where she wanted to stay there and she would bring us with her. And the tours start in the morning and they end at 4. So if we were to stay in the house, Elvis's room and my mother's room are not part of the tour. So we would stay upstairs and have to wait, basically. We'd get stuck until the tours were over.
So if you didn't get out before 10,
we didn't get out before the tours began. We were stuck until like 5 p.m.
That's like the weirdest hotel. It's like check out 10.
California.
Miss it. Check out's 5.
I know.
Was there ever? I mean, but I guess you could actually leave. But was the fear that you would just blow the mind of the tour goers so much that they wouldn't be able to like put the brain back in their head?
I think it's.
You just like at a roped off dinner table. Just like someone like, and this is Elvis's family.
It'll be very interactive.
Yeah.
Also try that this weekend.
Yeah, please. Bring this tour alive. You've talked about getting tattoos to signify big moments.
Yes.
Have you gotten what?
Some of them.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Not every big moment.
Not every tattoo is.
Do you feel like after you get enough tattoos, it needs to be a bigger moment for you to get another one?
I mean, I don't want any more,
You're
so
done.
I'm done.
How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
I was 17, and I got the Gemini symbol on my finger.
Okay. And are you okay with it, or do you regret it every time you see it?
It's a complicated relationship.
Yeah.
I often put rings, like this was on it all day.
Yeah.
So I you know.
The amount I'd be like, oh, I wish I could say confidential.
I know. So I didn't share it with anybody until like yesterday, and now all my friends are listening to the audiobook.
And you recorded the audiobook?
I did.
Did you enjoy that part?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I'm just kidding. Well, I'll tell you. The thing is, I went into it going, well, firstly, like the material is kind of heavy. So
that's, yeah, I would imagine having to revisit it.
Yeah. But also I went into it because I'm an actor, and I was kind of like, this is like ADR. I've done hours of ADR, but it's like a totally different thing because you don't stop talking for like the 7 hours.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, I just got tired of hearing my voice.
Yeah.
But it's really beautiful. I just started listening to it, and it sounds very cool. So.
It's more fun to listen to it than do it.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Well, also you're just reading, out loud, which isn't like my strong. It's not my strong.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's like, you know what I'm going to do to chill out today? Read out loud for 7 hours.
Yeah. Exactly.
It really is a special book. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for being here. I'm always so happy. Thank you, everyone. I'm here to the Great Unknown.
Hey guys, so that gave me a bit of time to just chill. I still stand by every word I said. I have calmed down. Natalie said I'm going to have a heart attack. Natalie, are you still there? I'm not going to have a heart attack, but I've had my heart checked. I had a CT scan. I've had all the checks. My blood pressure is very low for my age. I'm in great health. I have low blood sugar. I've even had MRIs, everything. I'm in great condition. I'm not going to have a heart attack. But it did make me chuckle that you said that. So I am very passionate. Yeah. And when I get passionate, I have to say what I want to say. I'm not a liar. I don't twist the truth. I speak as I feel. I don't let the fact that I will lose subscribers, lose members, affect what I say. I am going to say how I feel, whether I lose every single subscriber I've got, because I can only speak my truth. That's all I can do. I don't do this for money. I don't need money. I have my own money. I have my own income. I'm retired. I don't need to work. I do this for love. When you guys buy me a coffee, yeah, it's a cute thing to do. You guys buy me a coffee, you hit the super thanks button. I don't ask you guys to get me a coffee or a super thanks because I need money. I do it because I'm childish. I need a little thank you. I need a little pat on the back. I need sometimes I need someone to say you're doing things right, you're doing things well. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the work you do. It's never about money for me. It's always about just feeling appreciated. So anyway, let me just get to the point, guys. Now, the reason I played that interview, yeah, is because this is like what we just watched is like strawberries and cream. It's like ice cream with chocolate sauce. Yeah, a lovely cake, a donut. It's really sweet. That was really sweet, wasn't it? Riley looking great on probably a very successful chat show. I don't know who that guy is. And it's all very lovely. It's all very lovely. Michelle, please, I'm so sorry if I've upset you. I really didn't mean to. Yeah, Michelle, I really like you. I'm so pleased that you've joined us. Please don't get me wrong. When I have strong views, don't take it personally. Yeah? I have a lot of respect for you. You're very important to me. Okay? So please don't take things the wrong way. Me and Elaine have disagreements, don't we? Me and Elaine, do we have disagreements? Elaine is one of my favorite subscribers, but we disagree a lot. It's okay. We have different opinions. We have different opinions. I learn a lot from Elaine, and I know that I'm going to learn a lot from Misha. Misha, you're a very important part of defending Elvis Presley. I'm so pleased that you've joined us. And even Chilling in Canada. She's a great subscriber, member, and friend. We are a small family. We've been coming together twice a day, sometimes 3-4 times a day for over 5 months. We all know each other. We all know each other. We've become friends. You guys are very important to me because I don't socialize. I'm a very private person. I don't go out and about and mix with people. It's a long story. I like being very private. You guys are my family outside of my real family. So I've got 6 kids. I'm very lucky. I have a beautiful wife and I love my life. I love my life. Yeah. So you guys are my extended family. I didn't know it was going to happen. When we did Defending Elvis Presley, I didn't know that you guys were going to become this family to me. I feel very lucky. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't see it coming. It is grown. Don't we all feel the same way, don't we, guys? All of us are meeting every day, 7 days a week, and we've all got to know each other, and we all respect each other. We help each other in so many different ways, and I'm very grateful. I don't take it for granted. Yeah. Now, getting back to the Riley situation. Now, I really like Riley. I really do. Yeah. Elvis would be proud. Lisa would be proud of Riley. Definitely. I got nothing bad to say about Riley, but I have got something to say to Riley. And this is it. It's very, very simple. Yeah. Your beautiful mother, Lisa Marie Presley, who we all adore. Elvis is the most important thing in Elvis's life. To Elvis fans around the world, the millions of Elvis fans around the world that miss Lisa, who cannot believe that she died, something really unusual happened. Something really unusual happened with Lisa Marie. And I'll tell you what it was. She wrote this book. She did tapes. She decided, I don't know when, she was going to write this book. She decided, yeah. I get emotional when I say it. Don't worry, Natalie, I'm not going to have a heart attack. Lisa Marie decided she was going to write this book. I don't know when she made that decision. What a brilliant decision, because she didn't know she was going to die. And she put her thoughts on tape. Now, she put all the lovely things in, loads of lovely things. We're going to read this book 1 chapter at a time together, aren't we? Team Elvis, Elvis fans, we're going to read this together. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be emotional. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. We're going to have serious moments. Oh, thank Michelle. That's so kind of you. Thank Michelle. We're friends. We are friends. Please know that. Yeah. Now, let me get to my point. Let me get to my point. Okay. Now, who'd have known it? Lisa Marie Presley did an audio book. She did put her thoughts on tape. Yeah. Wow. Who else has done that? Do you know of any other celebrity that before they died recorded their own voice or their personal memories going way back to the 1970s? Yeah, Lisa did that. She did that. She put all of her very personal thoughts, yeah, on tape. Never really knowing that she was going to die in horrible circumstances, very unexpected. Never knowing that. She just wanted to put her thoughts on tape. Yeah? Almost unheard of. Almost unheard of. Now, in my opinion, yeah, she wanted her kids. She wanted her kids to know these details, these abuse details. She wanted her kids to know about Michael Edwards. I personally think she wanted the fans, because one thing I have learned about Lisa is that the fans to her were like family. Do we agree? The fans to her were like family. Yeah? One of the last public interviews she gave was to the fans. Yeah? The fans are the reason she would come out of Gracelands. They were the only people that could get her out of that room through her depression when she was suffering over Benjamin. Yeah? Now, what I'm trying to say to you, and this is what I was trying to say to Michelle, yeah, and to Chilling in Canada, because I understand where you're coming from. I do understand where you're coming from. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is, I think, this is my opinion, and please, it's up to you if you agree. Tell me if you agree or you don't. I think Lisa Marie did want Riley to defend her. I believe that the reason that Lisa put these things on tape and went out of her way to ask Riley to help her finish that book was because she wanted Riley to know the truth, and the twins, obviously, when they get older. So when I watch these interviews, Oprah and Riley, and the one that we just watched, and there's quite a few, she did 5 yesterday, and not a word is said about these very serious accusations. It is treated like it did not happen. Yeah, I repeat, these accusations are treated like they did not happen. Yeah, at least 5 interviews. I bet you if I look on my phone today, there's another 5 of Riley going on to shows and doing these interviews and answering the exact same questions. Yeah. Now, I put myself in Lisa Marie's shoes. I'm in heaven. Yeah, Lisa Marie, she's in heaven and she's looking down. Now, Lisa Marie went out of her way to put these thoughts on tape for her daughter to write this book. Yeah, which could end up being a movie. So then you see these interviews. This book's going to be a massive bestseller, already is. Then you see Riley on these interviews and she's ignoring the things that Lisa said. She's ignoring it. Never happened. Now that is why I'm infuriated. That is why I'm infuriated. That these very serious accusations, alleged accusations against her mother as well, because her mother was witness to it, are being ignored. This is why I'm passionate, guys. Just that one reason. Beautiful Lisa Marie shared her thoughts on tape where you can hear it in her own voice. And then these massive interviews that are going around the world, eventually they will go around the world. They're acting like the serious wrongdoing that was said about Lisa from Michael Edwards, allegedly, and Priscilla's involvement in that, because she's responsible as a parent. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Oh, let's just talk about running around upstairs in Gracelands. Yeah, let's talk about playing in Neverland with Michael Jackson. Nah. We are not gonna sweep this under the carpet. We're not gonna cover this up. We are not gonna act as if Lisa Marie's how can I say it? Letting the world know in her own voice the wrongdoing that happened to her. We're not gonna act like it didn't happen. Yeah, we're not gonna act like it didn't happen. And that is why I get so passionate. But please understand, you guys mean everything to me. I definitely do not want to upset you. I do not want to upset you. That's not me. I'm a good-hearted, kind person. I come from a good place. I definitely don't want to upset you guys. And I could tell Michelle was a bit upset, and that bothered me, which is why I've apologized. And Else Regina, a new member. Else Regina, thank you so much for becoming a member. So there's 60 of you watching. Please subscribe. It does help the channel when you subscribe, but also, and like, when you subscribe, every time we go live, you get notified. So please hit the notification bell so that when we go live, you guys get an instant notification. And then every day, twice a day, we come together and we defend Elvis Presley and his bloodline. We defend Lisa Marie Presley. We defend Riley Keough. We defend Finley and Harper and Benjamin and even Gladys. Yeah? I know she did. Yay! Thank you, Michelle, for the coffee. Yeah, keep those coffees coming, guys. Right, let's try and make light heart of it, yeah? Right, so Michelle says, I don't know, but I have a feeling she is waiting for Priscilla to make a move. I think you're expecting too much from her too soon. It will happen. I really believe that. And Michelle, Presley Mania, Rhonda on Presley Mania said that. She thinks that she's keeping it close to her chest. So, Michelle, you could be right. I also think that I understand what you're saying. Maybe I'm expecting too much too soon. Yeah, I accept that. I am a bit of I want everything done yesterday. And again, to Michelle's comment, I hope that over the next coming weeks, that Riley will speak up about it to defend her mother. I really hope that. And I hope you're right. I'm expecting too much too soon. Right, so let's just read the comments. It's very important to us to do. Oh, thank you, Vincenzo. You should move your pelvis with every coffee. I tell you what, Gio, I'm a good mover, mate. I can hit the moves, baby. I'm 57, but I can wiggle. I believe Lisa's book has the power to make change, not just for herself, but the world. Yes, Trudy, yes, yes. This is life-changing, guys. Nothing this important has happened in the Elvis world since the book Elvis and Me. Oh, actually, the Baz Luhrmann film. This book is as important as Baz Luhrmann's film. This is big news, guys. Big news. Big. This is going to change a lot. Seriously. So, can I pull shapes? What's with the ghost? I can pull shape. What's with the ghost at the end of your message, Elaine? Thanks, Rebecca. Right, let's keep going. Hi, David. How are you? David in Wales. How are you? You okay, my friend? Yeah, Michelle, I hope so. I hope so. Yes, Halloween is coming. We always do trick or treat. We always do trick or treat. So how is our new member? Our new member, would you like to join us and say hello? Let's all say hello to the new member, yeah? It is Els Regina. Els Regina, welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. It's only $1 a month, guys. It's nothing. Let's all welcome Els. Els, welcome to you're the 47th member. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's okay. You can join us. Now, there's 55 of you watching now, guys. Please, you're very welcome to comment. Have a little comment. We are very welcoming to new members. Very welcoming. We like new people. We like it. I also want to say this, guys. If you're a Priscilla fan, you're still welcome. We want to change your mind. We want to help you with your research so you understand why we are dedicated to defending Elvis Presley. So Priscilla fans, you're very welcome to join in with us. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Right, let me just check your comments. Let's have a look. So I think I missed one of Michelle's comments. I agree Lisa wanted the truth known, as yes, I understand your frustration that it hasn't been mentioned, but my answer is she hasn't said anything yet. Nobody has asked her the question yet. That is true, Michelle. But this is my worry. I said this on the dog walk yesterday. Has nobody asked the question because they've been told not to? Now, are the questions being created by Riley and her team of people that support her? Or are the questions being created by the interviewers, the media companies? Yeah, this is... Because there will be, in my opinion, you know, just as a guy at home in his kitchen, an Elvis fan at home, the British guy. Some people call me the British dude. The British dude who's got an Elvis channel. Is the reason the questioning isn't asking about the Michael Edwards situation, is it because of the news company or is it because of Riley? What do you think, guys? What do you think? Look, Rebecca, I understand it. We're defensive for Riley. We want to protect her. But no, on this subject, with the abuse of Lisa, it needs to be brought up, needs to be addressed. Now, remember, it's not Riley that has had abuse. This is Lisa. Yeah? Lisa needs to be protected. Protected. And we protect Lisa by... How can I say it? We have to take on this situation, this alleged abuse has to be dealt with. And we can't deal with it. We're just fans. This is going to be dealt with in the press. I don't know if there's any possibility of the police. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah? It's a toughie, yes. It's a toughie. And I know, Misha, I know your son is a policeman, so you probably be able to get some kind of legal advice and understanding on how it works with the legal process. I don't know. Obviously, this happened, you know, how many years ago? So if it around 1977 to 84. Yes, it's a long time ago, isn't it? Right, look, my last thing, guys, before my wife comes home, is I want to just get these little clips up. My phone's going to run out of charge in a minute anyway, because I've been talking for way too long. The reason I've been talking for a long time is because I'm trying to play catch up, because I was going to do these 2 lives this morning. So, what's this? Oh, look, this is a new one. I haven't seen this one. So
seeing how it's going to be a great thing I've ever read. Seeing how your mother was so, I mean, she knew.
Look.
It seemed when your grandfather was going to pass away, she felt a premonition. Now, was that the fear of, I have limited time with this person, or was it a psychic connection?
I'm apprehensive to say this because the headlines can be crazy, but she did have like a thing where she felt connected to, she was very intuitive and in a way that wasn't like woo-woo.
I'm going to put this on a stand. We may as well listen to this. It's not that long. And I do like Drew Barrymore as well.
You know, like in the clouds, it was very kind of grounded and matter of fact, and it was pretty incredible.
When you were on the airplane and you're flying and you're trying to get to your mom and you're trying to text your dad, did you know in that moment that your mom was departing the earth?
I did. Yeah, I just had a feeling. I don't know. There had been incidents before, health incidents, and I didn't have the same feeling. Like I don't know. I felt this sort of surrender in the moment, and I just had a little bit of a sense.
And you even asked your dad, "Is she gone?"
Yeah.
And then he replies, "Yes.
Yeah.
2 or 3 minutes ago."
That's right. Yeah.
I think that with this book, you really took your own narrative and allowed for so much joy to come in also, and all of that playfulness.
I'm glad you're saying this, because there's been a few things that I've read that have kind of said this is like the saddest thing I've ever read in my life, and I, like, the experience of living it wasn't that. I think that the end of my brother's life, and my mother's, of course, was devastating, but so much of our lives was so fun and joyful and funny, and we went through it, as if we were living in a wildly colorful comedy. So I think that I'm glad that some of that came through.
Oh no, this is one of the best books I've ever read in my life.
Oh, well done.
And I managed to not cry throughout the whole book until you and your brother go on this adventure in Japan, and he keeps commenting on your yellow shoes. And they called them the bananas or something.
The banana shoes.
The banana shoes. And then when you put those shoes in his casket, that was when I broke. And I couldn't stop crying for the rest of the book.
Oh,
and
that's cute.
I think it is such a celebration of life. And no one is allowed to tell us what our experiences are. We must tell people what our life was like. And no one can take that away from us. We are the pens who write our stories. And the way you are makes me know more and more that I have to overcome what other people thought or what I thought they thought in my life, because I loved my life growing up. I loved it.
Yeah.
And it was...
I think that's the...
Good. And you give such license to people to own their experience.
I think that was something that was really important for me, is at the end, I sort of say, like, I know that all of us would have done it again, despite all of the difficult moments. And I think that that's very true in our experience and important.
All right, Riley Keough, From Zero to the Great Unknown, is available everywhere right now.
Look. No, and I like that. And I know that Riley is also going to really boost this book, and obviously Lisa Marie and Elvis and Benjamin and the twins. I know that she's going to do a lot of good as well. We do need to me, it's a hurdle. We have a hurdle to get over. It's a very, very big hurdle, but it needs to be, we need to face it. Now, I know that, like Michelle has said, that who knows what the plans are ahead. A few of you have said there could be things afoot, yeah? But we can't just put this, I keep repeating myself, but I don't want to just act like this hasn't happened. We're going to address it. But I definitely do want to talk about all the good things, all the beautiful things, all the lovely memories, all the kind, generous and loving things that happened with Lisa towards her children, with Lisa towards her father, the special relationship between Riley and Lisa. And you know what? There's probably some quite nice memories here with Priscilla as well, and we're going to read them as well. So we're going to do it all. We're going to cover it all, guys. I just wanted, because we're on the topic of Michael Edwards, I just wanted to see if there's any other videos. I'm not going to play them because we don't really have enough time, Let's have a look. I just want to see if anyone else has done videos talking about it. So I'm just going to quickly look here. There's the one that I played you. Then you've got Rare Elvis Photos, great channel. Oh, there's one here. I'll just play a bit quick.
What if the rumors we've all heard about Lisa Marie Presley's life were more than just whispers? What if the secrets and heartbreaks we've long suspected were finally confirmed in her own words? Today we delve into the new revelations from Lisa Marie Presley's posthumous memoir, From Here to the Great Unknown. Co-written with her daughter, Riley Keough, this memoir gives us a rare and intimate glimpse into the mind of Elvis Presley's only daughter, uncovering stories and...
So that was, they're called Celebrity. I'm going to watch that. Let's keep going, see if there's any others. So we've got, let's have a look. This is Hoda and Jenna.
Riley Keough is an Emmy-nominated actress and producer who we know from the hit show Daisy Jones and the Six. She's also part of one of the most famous families in American pop culture. Her grandfather is Elvis Presley, and her mom is Elvis's daughter, Lisa Marie.
Riley's been helping her mom write her memoir before she passed away last year. So Riley decided to finish it. And it is called From Here to the Great Unknown. And we have an excerpt from the audiobook here. Are Lisa Marie's words. It's written by Julia Roberts. Let's take a listen.
There were the times I would be in school in LA and I would see a black car pull up. Then someone would come to the classroom to get me, and it was to go see him. They'd put me on a plane and fly to wherever he was. It was usually on a whim. He would tell someone, go get her. And then I would get brought to wherever he was. I waited for that car to show up. It was always a black one, usually a Mercedes or a limousine. I felt like my life was the best life ever whenever that car came around.
Oh, wow. First of all, Riley, we're so happy you're here. Julia, thank you. Julia Roberts' voice is something, but the content of what your mother was feeling and thinking.
Right, let me put it on a stand.
All these parts of her work. You tell me about that.
Yeah, it's been an emotional journey, you know. I actually just listened to the audiobook for the first time yesterday, so that was amazing. And what was amazing about it was that I was actually able to sort of listen to it as a story and take a step back, because Julia's she's talking, so I could listen as a listener, and it wasn't as personal, because I've been listening to my mom's tapes now to make this book for the last year or so. So yeah, it's been extremely emotional, but also very gratifying, and just very grateful to have it and to be able to publish you know, your family's history. So,
you know, grief is not linear. It is really hard. Public grieving is even harder because you knew your mom as mom, a relationship that we don't know her like that, you know? And I wonder if having these tapes, having this connection to her via this book has been like this kind of grace.
Definitely. I feel very grateful for that. You know, there's a lot of things, like, I think that public grieving is, you know, it can be uncomfortable, but also there's something about it that's where you're more connected, because you're kind of walking around and everyone knows, which can be uncomfortable in moments, but also there's a shared grief as well. So it's not as lonely. I think you're not walking around in this, like, with this.
Grief does come in waves. You know, if anyone who's lost someone is also listening, they know the feeling. Like, one day you feel like you can't breathe, and then all of a sudden you feel like your old self again, and then it comes again. How do you manage kind of the rhythm of that in your life?
I think I just let it do whatever it does.
That's
you know?
The best advice.
Yeah. If I'm at work or, you know, busy and I feel, you know, grief, I'll just take a minute and allow it to be there. I don't try and shove it down or, you know, or get rid of it. So I try and kind of like just experience it as it comes, because it's, you know, it's always changing. And
Right, so they're very long interviews, these. That one's nearly half an hour. So I'm just going to try and play a few clips of these literally all, like this one was 1 day ago. So these are all very new, fresh interviews. I just want to see. Right, so here's a news clip.
Now, Elvis Presley's late daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, has had a memoir, From Here to the Great Unknown, published, and it's got some disturbing allegations in it, Kinsey. In it, she alleges that she was molested by her mother, Priscilla's ex-boyfriend, an actor called Mike Edwards, when she was just 10 years old. What else can you tell us about this?
Rita, in Mike Edwards' 1988 book, Elvis, Priscilla, and Me, Edwards wrote how he was craving Lisa sexually. He wrote that Priscilla and I had once been inseparable, and it was now Lisa and I who were together almost every day. Soon I found I was looking at my watch, waiting for Lisa to get out of school, just as Elvis had once waited for Priscilla. He said he'd fallen in love with his girlfriend's daughter. Now, he's denying these allegations today, but you could not write that 1988 book today. That is disgusting. And reading those words versus Lisa's, you have to it gives Lisa some credibility from beyond the grave.
Oh, absolutely. That is disturbing indeed. Kinsey Schofield, thank you so much for your time.
Guys, see? That's Sky News, but I'm pretty sure that's Australia. So yes, this is going around the world. This is what we need. Yeah, this is how we're going to make Riley address the matter, yeah, by it being worldwide news. Now, remember, I'm very respectful of Riley, and I really care about Riley. She's part of the bloodline, and we're here for Riley. So please don't think that I have any problem with Riley. I do not. I do not. She's got an impossible task. Let's see if there's any more. And we're going to end with a song because I'm going to make you all cry. Let's have a look. Now, is it okay if I make you guys cry? You know I've done this before. It's always going to be the same song. Yeah, I think this is going to go on. So I'm just scanning through, seeing if there's any more. So that seems to be all of them. The ones talking about Michael Edwards. I'll just quickly go to Google and just see how many others there are. But my wife's going to be home any second now. So I need to play you a song before she gets here. Yeah, so let's just see how many there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stories. 10 stories. Yeah. Talking about the Michael Edwards abuse. So this is going to get out there, guys. This is going to get out there. Well, you're going to cry now, guys. Now, I'm going to play this with love. I don't normally play music, but I think we've had quite an emotional 2-hour live stream. I just want you all to know that I'm very, very sorry if I have upset anybody. I definitely don't want to. Right, so now, every time I play a song, YouTube copyright me on it, but luckily, they do allow me to delete it the next day, so I can still play the video. I'm trying to get it the right way around. Let's see if we can find it. Now, guys, take a breath. We're going to start crying. We're going to listen to this together. I'm going to say goodbye to you now. Now, please subscribe. There's 54 of you watching, which is amazing. I really appreciate all of you. Please subscribe. Please like. If you want to buy me a coffee, hit the coffee button. Or do a super thank you. But guys, are we ready? We're going to cry together.
I stumble from my bed with thunder crashing in my head. My pillow's still wet from last night's tears. As I think of giving up, the voice inside my coffee cup kept crying out, ringing in my ears. Don't cry, Daddy. Daddy, please don't cry. Don't cry. Daddy, you still got me, little Tommy. Together we'll find a brand new mommy. Daddy, Daddy, please laugh again. Daddy, ride us on your back again. Oh, Daddy, please don't cry. Don't cry. Why are children always supposed to feel the pain and the hurt the worst? Is cruel so loud, it just don't seem right. It just don't seem right. 'Cause every time I cry, I know it hurts my little children's soul. Will it be the same tonight? Don't cry, Daddy. Daddy, please don't cry. Oh, beautiful. Daddy, you still got me. Little Tommy, and together we'll find a brand new mommy. Daddy, Daddy, please laugh again. Daddy, ride us on your back again. Oh, Daddy, please don't cry. Don't cry, Daddy. Daddy, please don't cry. Don't cry. Daddy, you still got me. Little Tommy, and together we'll find a brand new home. Daddy, Daddy, please laugh again. Daddy, ride us on your back again. Oh, Daddy, please don't cry. Ah, beautiful. Oh, Daddy, please don't cry. Bye everyone. Beautiful.